Hey guys, what is up? This is Laid Back Tech Fusion here, doing a review of One Piece manga chapter 714. Now, I just want to make a point to say that I actually do believe that the Caribou, like, cover page storyline is actually pretty relevant because it seems like he's following, what's his name? Kaido's crew is attacking him, and while what it looks like when he ran into his old crew on that ship, that's probably Kaido's ship, and like he he might get recruited by Kaido is what I'm thinking. I'm not even sure, but still, that's the way it seems to me. And moving on to the beginning of the chapter, I think it started out pretty good, but it seemed confusing, especially with the way they introduced this new character of the Don Quixote family, named Jorah. I think that's her name. I think that's how you say it. Her name's Jorah. Um, we finally have an explanation to how all these toys and other things are running around the island because I guess her devil fruit ability is to actually turn people into toys, or by what they kind of hint at is that whatever she imagines can come into life, or she bends. Well, to me, it looks pretty hacked. It looks like she's bending reality or something. Like somehow she's changing the entire like physical look and properties of anything she touches or is around. I'm not sure how she got Brook, Konami, and Chopper and Monosuke with it, but it seemed like I'm guessing they can't use their abilities to fight her because of her because her ability basically gives her some kind of like, well, I'm guessing when they're in that form they can't use their abilities. I'm not exactly sure myself, but that's only what I'm guessing by going by. Um, it shows that they're basically chasing her because she robbed the ship from them. How that happened, I don't know, but she basically robbed the ship from them, and then it seems like she's trying to bring it back to Dressrosa, Dressrosa, or deeper in Dressrosa, to give off to Don Flamingo, or just to trap them on the island so they can't leave. Um, Jorah, in my opinion, is kind of weird. I mean, I guess that's what I guess that's what they were going for with her character, but she comes like off us like way left field. I can't really wrap my head around her or her power. But it's one thing we can agree on. She's hit, man. She ugly, and that's one thing that's gonna make this hard to watch, hard to read when it comes to the fight scenes and stuff. Because oh man, that face, oh. But anyway, the next part or the middle part of the chapter, I would say, revolves around this mysterious guy who we don't know yet, named Ricky. And the way it seems like Ricky is somebody important to Rebecca because he kind of wanted to get out of the stadium in a rush in order to, I guess, make sure Rebecca doesn't see him or doesn't find out his identity. But it seems like he pretty much is somebody of relevance because they wouldn't put so much emphasis on him himself and his secret identity if he doesn't mean somebody to the story, or maybe to the overall story of just Rosa and the Don Quixote family. But all in all, I'm just kind of like sad that like these contestants don't show more of a threat to more of like the bigger people like Luffy and Luffy and Jesus and all these other guys that are really powerful that are in the tournament. It seems like they're just gonna get like stomped, like like no lube, just like destroyed by all these incredibly powerful pirates. So I don't really see how this tournament being held shows any like type of like I don't see how this is gonna show us all the 2 year training that Luffy and his crew has gone through. I mean, it seems like everything that's happening outside of the Coliseum seems more interesting than what's happening inside the Coliseum. But Oda kind of has a way with telling these stories of side characters and kind of like teasing us to see if they would become a part of the crew and then kind of just like going no because as you remember a lot of people were yelling for Monette back in Punk Hazard and she ended up dying or dying air quotes dying because as we know nobody really dies in One Piece unless it's confirmed by Oda that they are dead. So by the way this is looking, Ricky to me seems to be a cool character, and I want to get to know more of him. But I don't really care to see him fight in any battles because it seems like he's already like father level. No need to go any deeper into his character and things like that. Rebecca seems interesting to me, but I don't want this to turn into like a drama where it's kind of like Rebecca's crying everywhere for her friends or her boyfriend or whatever that got turned into a toy by Dora or some kind of like Romeo Juliet thing going on here. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see all that drama. If I wanted to see drama like that, I'll go read Naruto. And, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But the later part of the chapter seems to be a conversation between Bartolomeo and Cavendish, where I don't really know what's going on here. It seems like they're hinting in that Bartolomeo knows who Luffy is, or has like known him a long time ago, and I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now, people. Calling it now. Bartolomeo is nah. I'm playing. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But you know that a lot of people are gonna do it. But I won't do it. I won't do it. But I really want to know Bartolomeo's character. At first, I actually thought that Bartolomeo was talking about he goes way back with Lucy as a way to like trick Cavendish into like convincing him that he doesn't know that it's Straw Hat Luffy because as we know in the last chapter or a few chapters before he overheard them calling Luffy Straw Hat. So I guess Cavendish isn't aware that he knows it, and then he's basically just gonna play it stupid until then. But it's really cool to see their interaction between Cavendish and Bartolomeo, because Bartolomeo is all like he's kind of like a punk, like a steampunk, nitty gritty type of like thug type of person, and then Cavendish is like a high class, like cool, classy type of guy. And when Bartolomeo reached out to grab his food, Cavendish was like, "The hell you doing? Don't touch my food." Nasty, like it was just funny. It was just a funny moment that I liked. And there's something else that I brushed over was the whole Bellamy being assigned to assassinate Luffy thing. We all know that that's gonna go down like a complete failure, like epic fail, not working at all. So I'm not really like looking forward to Bellamy attempting to assassinate Luffy. And I also call bullshit to the fact that he feels some kind of sympathy or some type of like feelings towards Luffy because he cheered him on in the tournament, which I don't think are justified because Luffy's the one that kind of like ruined his reputation and pretty much like I would say got him killed. in pre-time skip. So I don't know why he's all having feelings for Luffy and stuff. I mean, geez, do we see another Naruto Sasuke going on here? To Bellamy saying like I can't do it. I can't hurt my friend. I can't do it. But yeah, whatever. I'm just not looking forward to that at all. And the last part of the chapter basically focused on this guy who's this giant, this insane big, like oxed out, hulked, monstrous, giant dude who's basically all he does is what most other people or the father in this tournament does like do. He basically just throws punches or has some type of weapon. But what makes him different from everybody else is the fact that he's basically like 5 stories high. Like he's like he's like as big as a apartment or some shit. Like he's huge. And his weapon of choice is weird. It's like he has rams on the ends of his hands, like they're like boxing gloves, except they're flattened and like look like rams or something like that. Basically, like he just the way he acts is just father. Like he never really seemed like a threat to me. The way he acted seemed like it was father. The way he conducted himself seemed like he was gonna get knocked out in one hit KO, which actually happened. Luffy basically just like completely like just rips him to shreds, like one hit Pacquiao style, just like laid him out. Laid him out in like one hit because he hurt his bull, who he conveniently named Uzi, which which I find pretty funny. So overall, this chapter was pretty good. I mean, it didn't have anything big in story progression, but it seemed like a pretty fun, like lighthearted chapter. Nothing too special happened here. Um, I'm looking forward to see what Bartolomeo eventually has to say to Luffy. I mean, maybe by we go way back, maybe he meant like something like having to do with his father, Dragon, or something like that. I really don't know, but hopefully we'll get a chance to see what happens. And that's about it. Well, guys, see ya. Signing out, and peace.